Hey guys, what is up? It is Bibzuda7 here again, and welcome to another RuneScape 3 vlog here today. In this video, I'm going to be talking about this week's update and patch notes, and we did get the mini dig site at the city of Sentiston this week, which is pretty cool. And we also actually got a Ninja Strike number 25, which was focusing around a few things related to action bars. And then there was a couple of other patch notes that were pretty sweet to see in there as well. So I'm going to go over it all here. Apologies, this video is coming out a bit late, and I also haven't had any of the mystery guides out today. And I'll probably talk about that first really quick because it's kind of annoyed me. As I have been doing quite a bit of archaeology here at the new dig site, or the new mini site, and there are 3 mysteries that came out as a result of this, but they are all under the Zerosian culture tab, as this, I guess, is kind of treated as like an offshoot of Caradet in a way, because it has the same materials, like the stuff you need to repair the artifacts is the same, but yeah, there's Empty Children, Night Theater, and Secrets of the Inquisition, and I've uncovered them all, but that's just by finding pages. I think Empty Children and Secrets of the Inquisition seem like they're going to be ones that are more than just pages, and then Night Theater will probably just be a page one. But the issue I was having is I found this at the marketplace, because you can hover these to see where you can find them, so you can actually get started with the mystery. So I found this at the marketplace debris, which I was able to find that marketplace debris on the map, which is right here. Okay, I don't want to have a marker there, but I found that, no problem. But then the next thing that I needed to excavate from was the Gladiator's Remains, and I searched all over the place. I looked on the map. It was nowhere on the map, and I saw this down here. I thought maybe that's it, but I can't get down there currently. Not sure how you do get down there. Maybe it's related to a mystery, but even if you hover it here on the map, it says that that's the Citizen Remains. So I wasn't able to find it, and it said it was in the Colosseum. I think if you check in the skill guide here, it does say if you click it that it's located in the Colosseum excavation site. And as far as I knew, the Colosseum was where Carapac was at. So I tried to go there, but little did I know you have to choose non-combat when you enter, which makes sense, but I just didn't even think to check that they would have had an additional option. I thought that the Colosseum dig site might be, somewhere where you walk around from here. I tried entering in with Carapac, but obviously, he's in there and you're not going to be able to do much archaeology with him flying around. So and the wiki didn't have this information until pretty late in the day, so I didn't find it there either. So that was kind of annoying because I really wanted to get stuck into doing the mysteries and getting those guides out for you guys, but I just couldn't find the Gladiator Remains to get the next piece of the puzzle I need for this mystery. So if you do enter non-combat, it's just Carapac's Arena, and there's just this one spot right here, which is the Gladiator's Remains. So yeah, that is the story of why I don't have the mystery guides out yet, but I am going to be doing them as soon as possible. Hopefully I'll have them all tomorrow, depending on how long they take to do, as well as how unlucky or lucky I do get with the pages. I need to recharge my Grace of the Elves before I go back to doing archaeology, so I will pause from that for now. Oh my god, what the hell is that? Some of the pets in this game. Actually, I guess I'll walk back here really quick. Or no, I'll teleport with my my master archaeologist outfit. There is a new teleport on your outfit to the Sentiston dig site, and it takes you right here, which is the the base camp of the dig site. You have your workbench, you have your storage container. There's a bank chest right there, and this is Jimmy here is the leader of the dig site or whatever. And I'm not sure actually where the new collector is. I guess I would be able to find them on here as well. But I have no idea what their name is either, so that would probably be an issue. Maybe it's this one because it's the last option. New person. No, I think this guy had some before, didn't he? Oh no. No, he didn't. Okay, cool. So yeah, they are actually small. I didn't think they would be. I thought they might have some additional things you needed from other sites, but they are all pretty small. I don't know what this ancient trove is. He does have a Tetracompass piece 1, so there's that, and then all these are ancient trove tier 2. Is that what the things from? Oh, that one actually had, I think, some scrolls from the other sites on it. Did it not? Let me check. Where is he? Iblis? Yeah, so this one has Insight Fear spell, a couple of other things. So yeah, there might be some stuff in here, but no, it looks like that's the only one that has different ones. Although I don't really remember of different things, but yeah, that's pretty cool. New collector, new Tetra Compass collection, possibly if you want to use that. And then the Ancient Troves. Let me see. Okay, this is called an Elder Trove, so that's different. I'm not sure what is in these Ancient Troves. Let's see if anything on the wiki just yet. And you don't. There is the one new relic that is the mobile perk, which is actually gotten from one of the mysteries, the Secrets of the Inquisition. And apparently the Ancient Trove is actually an Elder Trove from Jas Tier 2. So it is the trove you get from Carapac if you're wearing the Pontifex Shadow Ring upon killing him. And that doesn't really have very good stuff in it in general. The best thing you can get, it looks like, if I base it off GE price, is an Uncut Onyx apparently, but I'm sure that's extremely rare. It's definitely not going to be worth it to like camp that collection for those things. That's probably one of the worst collection rewards I've ever have seen. But I mean, some of them are 3 items, so I guess that makes sense. But yeah, that is that. And now I can head back there again after I'm jumping all over the place a little bit here. But yeah, overall it's pretty cool. I mean, I'm pretty happy with it. It's a decent amount of additional content to archaeology. Although honestly, archaeology is a skill that I feel doesn't really need a whole lot of extra content. I really, really love it. It's easily in my top 3 favorite skills. I'm not sure if it's my favorite or not, but it's pretty close. And yeah, I mean, there's a whole bunch of additional spots to dig at in here. 18 new artifacts, of course, as I said. And I'm hoping they do more little mini additional dig sites, I guess, in the future. Although, like I said, I mean, if you scroll through the archaeology skill guide, there's a ton of stuff you unlock. So it's not like there's really a whole lot of empty space to fill, but still, it's really cool to see additional stuff for the skill. I really, really like it. The mysteries and stuff and everything. It's pretty freaking awesome. So yeah, I think that's everything for the dig site. Really, it's all over the Centiston area for the most part. It's there's a couple in the cathedral and one down here. So yeah, again, I will be looking to solve the mysteries. I do like to solve them on my own, which is why I, obviously I could have made a guide by now. I'm sure the guides are up on the wiki for these mysteries, but I'd like to solve them on my own. That's kind of, how I get fun from them. And yeah, then I'll be able to make those guides for you guys. And oh yeah, you also get these ancient glass shards from doing archaeology here. And I guess those are for repairing stained glass windows, which I don't actually know where those are, but you get crafting XP for doing that. I assume. Yes, here we go. This one's shadow, I guess. Let's see what I get. How many shards? Oh, does it? Okay, I'll use all my shards, I guess. What happens? Window repaired. The power of shadow. Okay, there's no window here, so I'm not sure how it's repaired, but sure. Depicting the power of shadow, a parable warning about the dangers of creatures from the shadow realm. Interesting. Okay. So that's weird. It took 100 of the stained glass shard thingies to repair it, and here we have the blood one, so I'll do that one as well. And it only gives you 1,000 crafting XP, so it's not a whole lot. And it looks like, based on what I just got, there are 4 of these that you have to complete. So you only need 400 of the, yeah, there's ice, and I'm sure smoke is right here. Yeah. So yeah, there are 4 of them to complete, and I hope you don't keep getting the shards when you've completed them all, because that would just be kind of annoying unless they allow you to continue using them for more XP. But yeah, the crafting XP not too crazy. I haven't done a ton of archaeology here, and I already had over half of the shards you need, so it won't take you too long to get all of those if that's all you're looking to get. But yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy with the dig site as a whole. The only use I can see for the new relic is for dungeoneering mainly, or I guess if you don't have invention, but still you'd need a pretty decent archaeology level to use the relic. But you'll be able to have the mobile perk within dungeoneering using this, so that's always nice. Could help some people out in like some speed, the speed dungeoneers who are going for records and stuff. But yeah, again, like I said, pretty happy with it. Definitely would like to see more of these in the future, and I am looking forward to getting stuck in on the mysteries now that I know where the Gladiator debris or the Gladiator remains are. I wish they'd made that just a little bit more clear, because I wouldn't have ever thought that you had to go into the Care Pack boss room, non-combat mode to get to one of the spots. It would have been nice of them to just, I don't know, leave a little note of that. Although it's not like it was hard to find, and I'm probably in the minority of people who was not able to find it. But regardless, um, the other thing they had was the Ninja Strike. So let's go ahead and go over that. As usual, those are mainly in the patch notes, so I will go over those as well. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about the nerfs that are here too. This is probably going to be a bit of a longer video here, as I didn't even remember those, and I'll have to talk about those for sure. There are 2 additional free action bar presets, bringing the total up to 15, which I guess is over here. Yep. So yeah, I haven't needed more than I think it used to be 10. I think, I'm not sure, but yeah, I don't think I've needed more than that. I don't need any additional ones right now, so I'm chilling on that. But I guess if people do need more, then you have this available. I would like more, like I would like one additional action bar on the screen. That would be nice, because there's just a few things that you can't quite fit everything you want with the existing number of action bars. It would be nice for at least one more on the screen if possible, but doubt they're going to be doing that. But yeah, as you can see, these can be named actually. Well, I guess you can't see yet, but they have different names here now instead of just the numbers. And you can now name them in the settings, kind of like you can name bank presets. Still kind of weird that you can't, at least in my opinion, it's kind of weird that you can't just type in a name for any of these things. But either way, it is in the action bar section in the settings, they said. So let's see, probably in here. Buff bar, no, oh, combat and action bar. Here we go. Yep, so this is how you display additional action bars, and then here you go. You can change the names of each and every single one of these to whatever you want. I think they are using the same names as all of the bank presets, but I'm not sure. So yeah, I have no reason to make use of this at all, because all my preset or all of my action bars are auto bound to switch for me. But it could be useful to just do in case at some point in the future you're going to be changing up your bindings in some way and you don't want to get confused just by the numbers. So it could be good to just go in, find which one is your melee dual wield, which one's your melee 2H, stuff like that. So definitely a nice addition, although not the most insanely useful thing in the world. And honestly, this settings menu right here is pretty ugly, just the whole list of them and having to have a drop down for each. But not I guess a better way of maybe doing it would have been to let you pick the number you want to change and then change it, like have it all compact. But I don't know. The settings menu is just an absolute behemoth at this point, and they seem to have no qualms about expanding upon that. So yeah, but anyways, let's see what else have they changed. Bunch of random grammatical things that they always go through when they're doing a pass like this over something. It says you can save the toggle states of additional action bars with custom interface layouts. So that's nice. I guess that probably means if I have an interface that's maybe smaller that I want to use for skilling or watching videos or something, I can make sure that it hides the bars that I don't need while I'm in that different interface. So that's definitely nice. I remember back a long time ago. I've been playing on a full monitor for a long time now, but a long time ago, I had 2 different modes, one for PVMing, which was my full monitor, and one for watching videos, which was like half of it. And whenever I was switching between the 2, I would have to come into this settings menu and toggle off all the bars when I was moving to the smaller mode, or turn them on when I was moving to the bigger. So good that they've added that. Nice little quality of life for anybody who does do that and make their, use multiple different screen sizes and stuff like that. Let's see. They also have made it so that the interface layout will save if your action bar is minimized, which I guess is good. They also say that action bars no longer use the ridiculous words that they used to before. So yeah, you see like action bar preset 6, additional action bar 1. This used to be, I think, secondary action bar, and it would go all the way up to like quinary action bar or something, some weird word like that. And it was, it just never really looked that great. And it was sometimes hard to remember which was which. So it's nice to see that they've made it a little more easy to read. Let's see what else. That is mostly it, I think. Yeah. So not a huge Ninja Strike really. Just a couple of things for action bars, but nice to see all the way. Fixed an issue where the max hit points figure would not show if the player had 5 digits of hit points. And okay, whatever. One thing that they didn't add in this update, which is sort of related to action bars, which I would have really liked and really, really want to see at some point, is for your, well, it's not related to action bars at all in general. I would love for your adrenaline bar above your head to change color when you are 100% adrenaline or more. So, when you can ultimate. But yeah, that is, I guess that doesn't really count for this. It just made me think of it because obviously your adrenaline is on your action bar, but I would really want the one above your head to be what changes. Other than that, there wasn't really any other things in the patch notes themselves, but there was a whole nother section of this update which they labeled game balancing. So we're going to go over that now, and this one is pretty contentious based on reading Reddit. But the very first thing is something I am very happy to see, and they have removed the teleport restrictions on pretty much every boss. Every boss except for Telos can now be teleported out from. It's actually a huge change. Going to make it so much nicer when, your team, your partner dies at Soul Lock. You can just TP out instead of having to either just take the death or, if you're on phase 1 or close to the run-up attack or whatever. There's a bunch of different ways, but, find some way to lobby or just take the death. Very nice. Same thing with like, P5 Soul Lock or Virago. You won't have to, if someone dies on P5, you can teleport out. You don't have to get pushed off the edge and insta-killed, or, pray you can lobby out. Huge for Hardcore Iron Man. Absolutely massive. I wouldn't have died on my Hardcore Iron Man if I could have teleported out of Virago. Not saying, anything about it's just a fact. Like if I was able to teleport out, I would have done that and not died. But obviously, past is the past. It's just like I had the realization like, hey, I'm not cated. I'm going to die. And then I just kind of had to watch myself die, which was pretty sad. But at the same time, whatever. So this applies to Virago, Solak, Next Angel of Death, which is nice. Rise of the Six, which is interesting. I wonder if you can teleport out of the tunnel at the end and then like lose your energy. I'll have to try that. You can teleport out of raids, which was previously really annoying. You had to like spam leave the group to get out, and then Araxor as well. So very, very big for my Hardcore Iron Man All Collections series, which is it's not dead or anything like that. It's going to be coming back. Just be patient with me. I haven't really been super into the game recently, but I am getting pretty close to finished on something I've been working on before I want to get back to that series. And I know I've been saying that for probably close to a year now, but that's just the way things go sometimes. So I will be doing it again in the future though. So definitely looking forward to making use of these teleports if ever is necessary. So yeah, very, very big change there. And I'm very happy to see it, frankly. They also updated a couple spells to make them, I think this is mostly making everything better. Divine Storm deals more damage. Surge spells now scale to tier 99, which of course those are the highest level spells on the normal spellbook. And they also added a text on spells that tells you what level the damage scales to, which is very nice. People previously would argue about things like that in the past. They've increased Smoke and Shadow Blitz to scale to tier 92, which they previously didn't, even though Ice and Blood did. Barrage is now scaled to tier 99, just like Surge spells. And so do Aurora spells, which are spells you're probably not familiar with. I know I wasn't really aware of them. But there is one that they buffed, which is called Ruby Aurora, and they increased the effect from 2 tiles all the way up to 5 tiles. And what it does, basically, as far as I understood, was give your teammates, not yourself, a buff to their damage if they're nearby. So here it is right here. On hit, has a chance to increase damage output by 1% per stack, up to 3 stacks, to all other players within a 5-tile radius from the caster. Oh, from the caster. That's interesting. I thought it was going to be from the monster that they cast it on. So that is definitely an interesting spell. I mean, I never really looked at these weird Saren ancient spells before, but 3% extra damage is pretty decent if you're in a pretty big team. So maybe people will be using one single person with this spell, maybe at raids or something, because it does scale up to 99. So just an interesting little concept there, and they increased the range of it to make it a bit more usable. What do these other Aurora spells do? On hit will give the caster a small damage reduction buff up to 5%. Decent for tanking, but nothing needs that at the moment. Find all prisms within a 3 square radius and give a small buff to their... That one's complicated. Definitely. Wow, really? That one, I don't even know what the prisms do. So you're gonna lead me down a rabbit hole if I move forward with that one. And this one does something else with the prisms. It increases their duration. So really some weird spells on the ancient spellbook that I've never really looked into too much. Maybe I should at some point. But now on to the nerfs, and people were very, very upset with these nerfs. But all I'm gonna say is it's about freaking time. I definitely think they should have nerfed Greater Ricochet when it first came out. I said as much numerous times. It was ridiculously OP, and it definitely needed to be nerfed. And people are trying to use the fact that it's been out for so long as an excuse that it shouldn't have been nerfed, which doesn't really make sense to me. I mean, things in the game have been out for an extremely long time before being nerfed. I'm not really thinking of any examples exactly. I know people brought up the toxic blowpipe from old school, which I guess is a valid point. But yeah, obviously I'm talking about Greater Ricochet. I don't think I even said it, but Greater Ricochet has been nerfed. I even put a poll on my YouTube back when it first came out, and I said, will Jagex nerf Greater Ricochet? Or maybe I said, do you think they should? I don't remember, but I don't know. There was no doubt in my mind in the first few weeks after Raksha's release that they were going to nerf it. Because it was better. It was a basic ability with a 10-second cooldown that was better than Thresholds. It didn't make any sense. And somehow it's been, however long, like 8 months now, before it's finally been nerfed. And it's not even that big of a nerf. It's a pretty big nerf. It's a big nerf number wise, but I think it's the point is it's still going to be really, really strong is the important thing. Basically, the additional hits, which were previously, the additional hits from the Corroming perk only, actually, important to note, the original ability hits, which is 3 different hits, will still be the same damage, but any additional hits from the Corroming perk will no longer be 10 to 50%. They'll be 5 to 15%. So pretty big nerf there, but it's still really, really strong either way. So definitely, in my opinion, a really deserved nerf. Now, I didn't actually buy the ability ever. I'm still sitting on my basic old poo-poo Ricochet here. So, that's my perspective on it. I don't know. You can take that what you will. If I did own it, would I have thought differently? I really don't think so, but I can't know that for a fact. I always thought it needed nerfed, and they finally did it. On the other hand, they've also nerfed Greater Concentrated Blast, which I know was very, very strong as well. And they haven't nerfed this quite nearly as much as far as I can tell from reading the numbers. It has gone from an average of 181.9% ability damage down to 160.2%. So, yeah, a decrease of 21.7 percentage points, which isn't a whole lot. And it's still going to be really, really strong, especially because it's faster to cast than regular Concentrated Blast. So, yeah, that one's still pretty good. And I do own that one. And I don't know if it needed to be nerfed. I didn't really see anybody saying it was overpowered, but maybe that was just because they were comparing it to like Greater Ricochet. So based off what they say, you know, how they describe the reasoning behind nerfing it, I mean, I kind of agree that it seems like it was really OP, and it's still going to be really, really strong. I mean, it's a 5-second cooldown, 160.2% or whatever ability, so it still will be very, very strong for sure. And yeah, those are the nerfs. They also the Staff of Armadillo special attack has been fixed. Basically, it will you can no longer proc it off of the extra spell casts or whatever. Oh wait, no, let me see. Extra spell casts will only fire the off the main target. That's the main thing that they fixed. So previously, I think what people were doing was like stacking dummies underneath stuff, and then if they crit on the dummy as well, it would also trigger another auto, and they would have that auto be like a barrage, and they could just crit into infinity and instantly kill stuff. It was really not great for the game when that was a thing. It was hotfixed quickly, of course, but this is the full fix. They have now made it so you cannot crit or you cannot trigger additional spell casts off of things that aren't your main target, which makes sense. I don't know how powerful it's going to be anymore. I don't know, you know, leave that to other people to test. I'm not a big tester person of those kinds of things generally. And I don't really know enough about, you know, DPS rotations that greatly to know if it would fit in anywhere or how much it would increase or anything like that. But yeah, that is pretty much it, you guys, for this video. I hope you all did enjoy it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think about the nerfs to Greater Ricochet? Was it worth, or was it needed or not? Did you get screwed over on, you know, buying it recently? I know I saw a ton of posts on Reddit of people like, just bought Greater Ricochet 2 days ago. Stinks to be me, ho ho ho, and stuff like that. But I mean, look, I'm looking at the PVM or the price check Discord right now, and it's still 1.3 bill apparently. So who knows if that's up to date or accurate, but yeah, that is what it says. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So let me know your thoughts, and yeah, let me know what you think about the new mini dig site. Really, really like it, and look forward to some mystery guides coming out tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and peace out.